We all suffer with confidence. This is something that isn't just, a part of being a security guard. It's a part of being a person in general. But one of the things that we really should be comfortable with is being ourselves, right? And we're gonna talk about that today in today's debrief. Stay tuned. Hey guys, I wanna welcome you to today's debrief. As always, if you're getting any benefit from the videos that we are uploading, please like, share, and subscribe. You can just hit that little button that looks like this. And I would truly, truly appreciate it. Guys, listen, great news. We are over 600 subscribers. I cannot even believe this, man. It was only a few months ago that we started this channel and only a few weeks ago that we hit 400 subscribers. So we are well on our way. Guys, the thing that I need you to do is share these videos. I know you don't want to spam people, you don't want to bombard people, but the entire reason for doing this is to build a community where we can help each other guards sharing their experience, sharing their knowledge, and helping other guards to become better. And if we're all better, we all can be more professional, and in the end, we can all make more money. And we all want to make more money, right? So help us get over that 1,000 subscriber mark. And as soon as we can do that, we can do so much more with this community. So today I want to talk about confidence. If you guys were following my story, remember this weekend I was in Arizona, right, for the Fieldcraft Survival Close Quarters Combat class. This was phenomenal. Everything that I could have imagined. I mean, like the facility where we had this, the shooting range, was just top notch. And Arizona in general, if you guys aren't familiar, it is a gun lover's pro 2A paradise. I mean, their gun laws read like a fucking love letter, okay? So it was awesome, excuse me here. It was awesome being in a place where the Second Amendment is so protected and so preserved. And it was awesome being around the people of Fieldcraft Survival. But if you were following my story, you know that on Friday night, the night before, I got extremely nervous. I've told you guys before, I'll continue telling you this, I am a functioning depressive and I suffer from anxiety. And sometimes my anxiety can just get almost completely just incapacitating, right? And that's where I was Friday. Friday, I reached out to my wife and I told her I was just super nervous and I didn't want to do the class. And to be 100% honest, with all the money that I put into the travel, all the money that I put into the class, the distance that I traveled, I was that close to pulling out and not going to the class. But I went and I had a great time and I learned a lot, but I was insecure. So when I finally got home, my wife, she says, "What was it about that class that had you so nervous?" And I was saying like, well, we watched the movie 13 Hours, and this is about the attack on the consulate there in Benghazi. And I said, remember all the guys in that movie? My wife's a huge John Krasinski fan. I'm like, remember the guys in that movie, like how jacked they were? Like they were all multiple tour, military guys. These are like, Army Rangers and Navy SEALs. Those were the guys, not necessarily in my class, but those were the guys who were right next to us at the Fieldcraft Survival class. Those were the guys that were doing the carbine course or the gunfighter pistol course. And those were some of the guys that were teaching. Like, to me, that's not who I am. Guys, a year ago today, I was running a gymnastics school, teaching gymnastics to kids from the age of 2 years old up to 14 or 15. All of this is so new to me. This is so different. My life now here in Portland, 1 year removed from running a fitness gym for children. This could not be a more different lifestyle for me. So even though I have military experience, even though I have a background in law enforcement, somewhat in law enforcement, I don't feel comfortable around these kind of guys. I don't. And that is what made me feel so insecure. Now, the reason why I bring this up is we have to be okay with that, right? We get into this position in life, and look, we're focusing on being a security guard, but we can talk about this just from the male perspective. A lot of times with me personally, I find myself being insecure around people that I view as doing better than me, or having more than me, or being better at something than me. Even with YouTube, there's people who have been doing YouTube for the last couple of years or multiple years. They have over 1,000 subscribers. Like, they seem to have their stuff together. Like, I get insecure about doing this whole YouTube thing. But guys, if we've learned one thing in this past year, it's that nothing is guaranteed, not even time. We all, for the most part, lost a full year of our life to the pandemic. Don't you want to get out there and do the things that are important to you? None of us know how much time we have left. And that's what ultimately got me over the hump. Listen, I did take that step. I did sign up for that class. These were classes that I've wanted to do for years, but I couldn't get past that fear of not measuring up to these bigger, stronger, more aggressive guys. And that brings me to my second point. As security guards, we interact multiple times a day, multiple times a week with law enforcement of different levels, sheriff's department, police officers, the EMTs and paramedics, right? And it's very easy to be around these people, and I do it myself. I did it today. We had 3 officers that showed up to pull someone out of a bathroom that they wouldn't leave, right? This person had a weapon. But I kind of found myself like looking at the officers' uniforms. I'm like, okay, they got their taser there. Okay, they got this OC spray, this is the brand. Okay, they're using 3 magazines here instead of 2. Like, I'm looking at all of this instead of really focusing on the situation at hand. That insecurity, it always finds a way to creep up. But what's the only other alternative? I can be insecure in these situations, specifically like the one with Fieldcraft Survival, and not take the class. Or I can feel insecure and lean into that because, like my wife said, if you don't know these things, if you don't know about close quarters combat, who are you going to ask this of? It's going to be that forward operator. It's going to be that ranger. It's going to be that special forces guy. Those are the exact people you should be talking to get information on something like that. And she was absolutely right. Those are the people that you should go to. You go to people who are better at things than you are. If you want to learn martial arts, you're going to take martial arts, hopefully from a black belt or a brown belt, someone who's advanced in it. So I don't want you guys to let your insecurity or your lack of confidence keep you from doing the things that you want to do. Guys, listen, I hear it all the time. You're a security guard, what's the point? You're never going to utilize close quarters combat. You're never going to utilize this self-defense. You're never going to utilize, learning this medical information. Maybe, maybe not. But at the end of the day, what have I lost by making myself a better person? Making myself a more knowledgeable person? At the very least, I can help to take care of my family. I can help to take care of my community. I can help to take care of those people in my immediate circle. You're not losing anything by gaining knowledge and becoming more confident. And lastly, I want to talk about being ourselves. Guys, listen, we don't have to be the tough, gritty, hardcore officers. We don't have to be the cool officers, and we don't have to be the nerdy officers either. We don't have to be the piece of shit either. We can all be ourselves. And I was listening to this quote from Jackie Chan where he was comparing himself to Bruce Lee, and he said it best. Listen to what he says here.
I said, look, why don't we change everything opposite Bruce Lee? Be myself, just me, Jackie Chan.
That takes a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
And belief.
And also, I really thank you, the producer Wu Siyuan. He said, okay, do whatever you like to do. Yeah, change, no Bruce Lee, comedy. When Bruce Lee kick high, I kick low. When Bruce Lee after punch, I do ow. No, just like normal human being. Normal when I was young, I'm fighting on the street. 1 by 1, boom, I knock somebody down. 2 by 1, I knock somebody down. 3, I run away. So in the movie, do the same thing. Everything used in the movie is my real life.
That's absolutely amazing. And that's what I want to leave you guys with tonight. It's okay to be insecure. It's okay to not feel like you're measuring up, but it's not okay to give up. And this past weekend, I didn't give up. And that's the message I want to leave with you. Be great, watch your six.